Hello, hello. God, the moment I told people I'm queued up, let's go, everybody jumped in and we filled this draft and we didn't get our boy Liam in here. God, that sucks. So we are drafting from the 107 today, right now. Yeah, sorry, I'm just messaging Liam right now. He didn't make it. Poop. Big poop. Liam, I love you. We could draft together off stream. Oh, there you are. Okay. There you are. I'm so sorry, man. I really wanted you in here. You're literally the first person I told. I was about to call you, and then I just got the notification that it filled up. What's up, beautiful people? How's everybody doing today? Everybody having a blessed day? All right, so it's Amigo. We know he's one of our disco balls, one of our very loyal and awesome new followers. He's drafting at the 103. We got Jonesy Juan Kenobi drafting at the 104. Oh, the buddies go back to back. I want to see a snipe fest. I want to see you guys snipe each other left, right, and center. I want to see it. I need it. You know, I love this. We got the 107, so hopefully we could get Tyreek Hill. Jonesy's definitely going to snipe him. Anytime I say I want a player, Jonesy snipes him. Snowman's at the 109. Good to see you in here, Snowman. Welcome back, buddy. Yeah, I think that's all the people we know up in here. I'm really excited. We got some chitty chats. All right. Liam said no sweat. I'm sweating right now. Liam said that's crazy. Was the same draft out? Yeah, it was the exact same draft. I told you, man, the moment we tell people we are queuing up and ready to go, we are going to fill this. That is the goal. That is the mission. That is what we're trying to do. We're trying to expose people to this beautiful, wonderful app called Drafters Fantasy Sports. It's available in Ontario and everywhere else in North America. Sign up now using code DiscoDrafts1. That promo code, sign up now using that promo code. Get up to $100 matched with your initial deposit. All transactions are done in US dollars. There's no other promo code out there that does it. You said, oh, we're on the clock. We'll get right back to what you said, Liam. Just gotta. All right, Tyreek Hill goes right before us. Shocker, we got sniped. All right. So with DeAndre Hopkins less likely to sign to Buffalo, I am more confident now than ever to start getting myself more exposure to Stephon Diggs. So yeah, we'll catch you guys up on the draft, and we'll catch you guys up in the. We'll catch up in the chat first. Liam said, "I'll be your Alfred, Mr. Wayne." Appreciate you. Liam also said, "Snowman gonna get hit 100 by next week, probably." Dude's a savage. I love it. We already got 7 people up in here. I love this. This is awesome. So let's catch you guys up on the draft. So the draft started with Justin Jefferson going off at the 101. Absolute shocker and surprise. And then another huge reach at the 102 with Jamar Chase. I'm being very facetious if you couldn't tell. Then CMC, then Travis Kelce, which is a bit of a reach. So Jonesy Juan Kenobi's going to try to get Patrick Mahomes on the way back for sure. And I'm not going to snipe him. Then Cooper Kupp at the 105. At the 106, Tyreek Hill goes. We take Stephon Diggs at the 107. Austin Eckler goes off the board at the 108. Bijan Robinson gone to our good friend, Mr. Snowman, at the 109. Then Devontae Adams, A.J. Brown, Amon St. Brown, Nick Chubb, CeeDee Lamb, and we're all caught up. So yeah, if you guys are not familiar with basketball and you're not familiar with drafters, after we make our pick, I'll let you guys know all about it, put you guys on. But pretty much the reason why we went Stephon Diggs early is because he was the best wide receiver available. It's points per reception and it's best ball format. I'll tell you guys all about that. So after CeeDee Lamb is taken, Jalen Waddle goes off the board. Then Garrett Wilson goes to our good friend Snowman, the inaugural winner of the first big drafters giveaway. All right, we're up. We're on the clock. I wanted to go Jonathan Taylor. I'll be very honest. I really wanted to go Jonathan Taylor, but I like the idea of Devontae Smith more and more. We got another chat here. Jonesy says, have no fear. Jonesy's here. I never fear when Jonesy's here. I just know that I'm going to get a really good quality rep because you are a shark and a tremendous drafter. All right, so let's talk about what we're doing here. So there's two different kinds of tournaments here on Drafters Fantasy Sports. There's the $20 buy-in Drafters 2 million where, well, I'll just show you guys. This one. Yeah, so first place gets $300,000, is over $2 million in total winnings. We are currently participating in the Drafters $3 mini where first place gets $30,000 and there's over $300,000 in total winnings. We are doing a draft in best ball format. There's 20 rounds, so best ball is the most convenient way to draft. You have 20 rounds to fill your roster for depth. Each week, a starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 3 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end. At the end of the week, the best overall performance on your roster will be submitted in your weekly matchup, so no more leaving points on the bench. There's no more waiver wires, no more trades, no more headaches, none of that. All right, none of that. So say you got Dak Prescott, you got Kenny Pickett, and you got Trey Lance. Say Trey Lance has a phenomenal game, but Dak plays poopy, and so does Kenny Pickett. Well, Trey Lance's points would be put into your weekly matchup. His points, he would slide into the quarterback position, and the same applies for every other position. So it's the most convenient and best way to draft by far. So after we go Devontae Smith, Jonathan Taylor gets taken off the board. Tony Pollard gone after that. Patrick Mahomes, then Chris Olave, then Jalen Hurts, then T. Higgins, then around the bend, Mark Andrews goes, and then after Mark Andrews, Josh Jacobs, Ramondre Stevenson, DK Metcalf, Breece Hall. So yeah, Jonesy, obviously we called it, buddy. Went for the Patrick Mahomes stack. I feel like you're going to start seeing Patrick Mahomes, that S tier of quarterback start going into the third round. So I'm okay passing on that. So right now we'll go with best receiver available, Deebo Samuel. Everybody's fading Deebo Samuel because he started off slowly and then got injured along the way. Deebo was recently interviewed and he said, I acknowledge that my season wasn't as good as it could be. There was a lot of contract situation and drama until he signed, so he was holding out and didn't really get a full camp. He's under contract this year. He acknowledges that, he wishes he didn't have to hold out, but business is business. Now that business is taken care of, we're going to want Deebo. We're going to want him early and often. We've started off with 3 wide receivers, so we are not going hero RB yet. Let's catch up with the chat. Snowman089, what's up, buddy? He says, I don't think I'll hit 100 that soon. Been trying to save some for towards the start of the season. Oh. It's June, bro. You're at, how many are you at? You're at 78. You're going to get it by next week. I'll be completely honest, Snowman. You're going to get it by next week. My goal is to have 100 drafts in the mini by mid-July or second week of July. Yeah, mid-July. So after we go Deebo Samuel, Calvin Ridley goes off the board. Then our good friend Snowman takes Josh Allen, then Amari Cooper, then DeAndre Hopkins, then Jahmyr Gibbs. After Gibbs is taken off the board, Christian Watson, Najee Harris, Travis Etienne. Snowman's back on the clock. We are now in the 4th round. And yeah, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying myself. We got 9 people up in here already. Wow. I'm blessed. If you guys want to enter the giveaway, the super duper giveaway, We'll go DJ Moore here for a 1 to 3 complimentary entries, $20 value each to the Drafters 2 million. All you got to do is type Disco Drafts 1 in the chat. And you know what? You also got to ask me a question. It doesn't matter if you won before. It doesn't matter if you're currently on Drafters Fantasy Sports. It doesn't matter if you don't even have the app downloaded. As long as you're subscribed to this channel, all you got to do is type Disco Drafts 1 and ask me a question in the chat. And you're eligible to win 1 to 3. We're giving away 3 no matter what, but 1 to 3 tickets to the Drafters 2 million. All right, so after we go DJ Moore, Lamar Jackson goes off the board, then Jerry Jeudy, then Terry McLaurin goes to our good friend Jonesy Juan Kenobi, then our other buddy, It's Amigo gets Chris Godwin. I really like Chris Godwin. Then the second last pick in the 4th round, Drake London, then Joe Mixon, and then around the bend, Aaron Jones gets picked up, then Joe Burrow, and It's Amigo is back on the clock again. So Justin Fields goes. It would have been nice to have gotten a Justin Fields DJ Moore stack. So It's Amigo, we love you, but we also hate that. Liam asks, can I tickle your toes? Only if I could put it on the table the way Aaron Rodgers did during that interview. I know you like that because you're a Green Bay Packers fan. So after Fields goes, our good friend Jonesy Juan Kenobi goes with Tyler Lockett. I think we are ready to start going and looking at other positions now that we got 4 phenomenal talents at the wide receiver position. So far at the wide receiver position, we got Stephon Diggs, Devontae Smith, Deebo Samuel, DJ Moore. So yeah, so after Tyler Lockett's taken off the board, Mike Williams goes. Then TJ Hawkinson. We were definitely eyeing TJ Hawkinson there. So we will take J.K. Dobbins. I've been talking about wanting to get some shares of J.K. Dobbins forever. I always get him off draft, but I never get him, or off stream, but I never get him during stream. So yeah, we got more chit chats from our disco balls. It's Amigo says, it's my first share of Fields. Well, dang. I really wanted him, buddy. But it's all good. Liam says, just trying to qualify for the prize. Hey man, if you like size 16, decrepit, messed up feet with definitely some athlete's foot, by all means, buddy, you can tickle my toes. So after we go, what a visual. After we go J.K. Dobbins, Trevor Lawrence gets taken off the board, then Brandon Ayuk, then Kenneth Walker, then Justin Herbert, then Michael Pittman, and then to start the 6th round, around the bend, George Kittle gets picked up, then Miles Sanders, somebody who we are definitely fading. So yeah, I'm just trying to take a look at what our buddies have done so far in the draft. I love that our community keeps growing. I love that you guys are in here in the chat. And if you guys want a free complimentary ticket to, the Drafters 2 million, it's $20 value. All you got to type is Disco Drafts 1 in the chat, and then maybe ask me a question that does not involve any toes. So after Miles, what? Jimmy Garoppolo taken at 63rd overall. What? What? I get you have Devontae Adams, but man, that guy needs to follow us. He needs to follow us now, and he needs some tips. All right. We're going to go with a good tight end who we have. No, we're not. We're going to go with Dameon Pierce. He's still a workhorse running back. We got 2 very solid, high-volume running backs. One of them in J.K. Dobbins, who's in a contract year. He's had a full offseason. He's completely healthy now. So I'm expecting him to have a stellar season. And getting Dameon Pierce, a guy who had top 5 running back production for most of the season. Yes, he had a couple of off weeks, but for most of the season, week to week, he was a top 5 running back. We got him in the 6th round, so that's an absolute steal. I'm just trying to see if Alexander Madison has been taken off the board. So far, there's no Madison signing in the 2 drafts that I've done. Oh, there he is. There he is. Jonesy Juan Kenobi takes Alexander Madison. So I was going to say before I was so rudely interrupted by the Jimmy Garoppolo and Jonesy Juan Kenobi stealing Alexander. It's not a steal, but yes. Alexander Madison has been going late 4th and early 5th. So to see him go towards the end of the 6th is cool. It's nice. But I miss the days where I was getting him in the 9th, 8th rounds. The good old days. So after we take Pierce, Deontay Johnson's taken, Jackson Smith and Jigba's taken, then Jonesy takes Alexander Madison. It's Amigo gets a great value with Jahan Dotson, then Dallas Goedert taken, then Mike Evans, and then around the bend, starting round 7, Treylon Burks goes, then George Pickens, then Kyle Pitts, then DeAndre Swift goes to our good friend Jonesy Juan Kenobi, and we're all caught up. Let's talk to the chat. Liam says that Jimmy G pick makes me feel great about the round 20 I had with you. Yeah, I mean, like, he still falls to round 18, round 20. This guy's just like, oh, guess what? I have Devontae Adams, so I'm going to get that stack, and I'm going to get it way past ADP. Like, I believe in not believing in ADP, but, like, I also believe in, you could have gotten a Kadarius Toney, a Dameon Pierce. So I'm curious to see how the rest of his draft goes. All right. I know we have him on the... Yeah, I know we have Dalvin Cook on the thumbnail, and I know we have Madison on the thumbnail, but I need more shares of Cam Akers. I really like the fact that he really is the only running back there. He came on strong towards the end of the season last year, so yeah. Jonesy Juan Kenobi says, yep, I think that's in regards to, the moment I mention a player, Jonesy Juan Kenobi goes ahead and drafts him. We love Jonesy. Richter, what up, Zachary? How you doing? Big Disco, let's go. You have now entered and are now eligible to win a free Drafters $20 $2 million buy-in ticket. Words are not working, but we're working with the words. Let's go. And then we got our good friend Sosa Fit coming into the chat saying buff Disco. What do you mean buff? I'm jacked, bro. All right, so after we take Cam Akers in the 7th round, Brandon Cooks goes off the board, then Quentin Johnson. I really do want more Quentin Johnson. Then Deshaun Watson, then Dalvin Cook. Okay, so Dalvin Cook finally taken. This is a little bit earlier than I had seen him go. Usually he falls to like the mid portion of the 8th round, so end of 7. Like, it's not too much of a reach, but still, he is moving up in ADP as we speak. So after Dalvin Cook, Jordan Addison goes, and then to start round 8, around the bend, James Conner goes, then Rachaad White. So we're starting to see a run on running backs. Just confirming that we are in the 8th round. Then Elijah Moore, then Darren Waller. We've got another chat. Big Disco, let's go. Thank you, Sosa Fit. You have now entered our giveaway. All right. Why the hell not? Let's take Isaiah Pacheco. All right, so we got 4 great running backs, 4 great wide receivers. We need a quarterback, but we know there's great value, and we can get anywhere between 3 to 4 quarterbacks because there's 20 rounds here on Drafters. So we'll do that, and it is best ball format. So we don't need them to perform consistently. We just need spike weeks. So to increase our odd of these spike weeks and these performances hitting, we want to go with volume. So quantity over quality, but there's still really great quality here. So after Elijah Moore, Darren Waller gets taken, then Evan Ingram, then we go with Isaiah Pacheco, then Zay Flowers goes off the board. We're all caught up. Then David Njoku. So yeah, this is the earliest I've seen the run on tight ends go. I do know who we're eyeing in the 9th round, at either the tight end or the quarterback position. But I'm not going to say it right now, and I'm not going to put it in the queue because I know we got you Sharks in here with us, and I love that you guys are here, but I'm very susceptible right now. So after David Njoku, Cortland Sutton goes, somebody who we don't want too much of. He goes to our good friend Jonesy One Kenobi. Good. And then It's Amigo takes Juju Smith-Schuster. Great pick. It's crazy to see the drop-off at tight end. You go Kyle Pitts, Darren Waller, Evan Ingram, then David Njoku. That's like 4 tiers worth of drops right there. Oh, man, we got 10 people up in here? That's amazing. What are 10 people doing in here? You guys all having a wonderful day? Talk to me. 9 people now. Wow. I'm sorry I asked. Come back, please. So after David Montgomery goes, Devon Achane goes at the end of the 8th to start the 9th. Tua Tagovailoa gets picked up. So that's definitely one of the guys we were eyeing. Then Javonte Williams gets taken off the board. He is probably going to miss like 6 to 8 weeks. So I don't like that pick. Then Samaje Perine goes right after that to It's Amigo. That's a phenomenal pick. And we're just waiting, and we're waiting. If you guys needed to take a quarterback here, type in the chat. Who would you take? All right, so we're still waiting. Okay. He took A.J. Dillon. Jonesy took A.J. Dillon. And we're just waiting. Jeez. Then James Cook goes off the board. So, yeah, it's a good sign to see that there's no quarterbacks being taken off the board right now. Now, the Devon Achane pick, I don't like simply because if and when Dalvin Cook signs to Miami, and yes, I am going out there, and I've been saying this since we started drafting here right after the NFL draft. He's going to get released. Check in the disco department. And then I also said he's going to sign to Miami. So Devon Achane, Raheem Mostert, Jeff Wilson, they all lose significant value because Dalvin Cook's coming to town. And now if Dalvin Cook goes somewhere else, because the other teams that are interested in picking him up, and I'm curious to know, like, where do you guys think Dalvin Cook ends up this year? Anyways, my top fit, number 1 would be Miami. Number 2 would be Kansas City. Number 3 would be the New York Jets. And if he does go to New York, the New York Jets, that would be terrible for all people who have shares of Breece Hall, and that would be terrible for Dalvin Cook as well. And we have way too much Dalvin Cook. So if he goes to Miami, that's a phenomenal situation for not just him, but the Miami Dolphins, and most importantly, Tua Tagovailoa, because they'll have a legitimate running threat, and Tua is not going to be forced to throw a lot. So defenses will be kept off honest. Now, yes, he will throw a significant amount, but they won't be one-dimensional. They won't be just a passing offense. It won't be just an air raid. There will be a very significant rushing threat that defenses have to account for and keep somebody in the box. Snowman says, think he ends up in Miami or Dallas. Dallas would be bad. Dallas would be bad. I don't have too many shares of Tony Pollard. I need to start getting some exposure to Tony Pollard, but I'm waiting for him to start drafting based off of ADP or start dropping based off of ADP. If he doesn't drop based off of ADP, I don't see myself reaching for him ever because there's too much juicy value when he gets picked up, which is usually like early second to like mid-second. There's way too much juicy value. There's Chris Olave there. Anyways, it's bad if he goes to Dallas. I think the best situation for him in fantasy-wise, especially in best ball format, would be Miami. And like he hasn't fallen off. He's still producing at a very high level. He's gone to the Pro Bowl 4 years in a row. All right, we got our tight end. We went Pat Freiermuth. So after we go Dak Prescott in the 9th round, Michael Thomas goes off the board, then Damian Harris, then Antonio Gibson, then Jameson Williams, then Anthony Richardson, then around the bend, Odell Beckham Jr., then Alvin Kamara, then Zay Jones, then Brian Robinson. Snowman got two really great values at the running back position, back-to-back picks with Damian Harris and Brian Robinson. I'm very high on both of those guys, and they should be way higher based on ADP, especially Damian Harris. The Bills, all they needed to do really this offseason to improve was to address the inability to put the ball in the end zone when they get to the red zone, and Damian Harris answers that. So I know they have Latavius Murray there as well, but Damian Harris is younger and he's got a lot to prove, especially when he plays the Patriots. I expect him to go off at least 2 weeks. So he's going to have 2 spike weeks this year. So after Snowman takes Brian Robinson, Alan Lazard goes off the board. We take Pat Fryermuth. Then Jacoby Myers goes. Then Daniel Jones, Geno Smith, Rasheed Rice, Rashad Penny, and Tyler Boyd is the last pick of the 10th round. We got more chat up on her. Richter, our good friend Richter says, agreed. Think ends up in Miami Dolphins, going to be dangerous. Yeah, I don't disagree. But there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be very saddened by that because a lot of people are taking Devon Achane like the 8th, 9th, 10th round in these drafts, and he's going to become an RB4 there. It's a bad deal. You got to give to get. It's got some bunny, but oh, shout out to Coach McAvoy. Also, Richter, they're coming out with a new clothing line. Should be out within a month. Make sure you invest. It is sick clothing. How's that, Zach? All right. So after Tyler Boyd goes, to start off round 11, Kirk Cousins gone, then Nico Collins, then Khalil Herbert, then KJ Osborne, then Rondell Moore, then Aaron Rodgers, and we're back on the clock. Okay. We're going to take another quarterback. It's my quarterback. It's my teammate. We're going to go with Danger Russ. We're going to let him cook this year, see how he does. And, you know, they just signed Frank Clark. Denver did. Sean Payton's making some money moves. Yeah. Got another chit chat. Richter says, appreciate the shout out, Burr, from day one. You already schno. I'm never going to say that ever. That was so cringe. I cringed as I said schno. I cringed again doing that. I got to stop it. Is my head shiny today, guys? I've started shaving my head with a straight blade. Before I would just do a buzz cut with clippers. Boy, this doesn't even feel like my noggin. It feels like somebody else's head. I'm telling you, it's weird. Earlier today, I was just like slapping my head like that. Anyways, that's how I spend my day when I'm not drafting, guys. So, back to the draft. After we go with Russell Wilson, Sky Moore gets taken off the board. We have zero exposure to Sky Moore, and we'll continue to get zero exposure to him. He was a bust last year. He's going to be a bust this year. Then we got Jerick McKinnon, Jalen Warren, Chigozimu Okonkwo, Elijah Mitchell to end the 11th round, right? To end the 11th round, and then to start the 12th round, I'm just going to double check. To start the 12th round, Jamal Williams goes off the board. Somebody who I was getting a lot of exposure when these drafts first came out, but then I started thinking to myself, what if Kamara plays? So I stopped drafting him. I stopped drafting Kendre Miller, even though I have like 30% Kendre Miller. Got another chat from our good friend Richter, Mr. Clean. Don't go nothing on big. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know what you said there. So after Jamal Williams goes off the board, Romeo Doubs gets taken off. Then Michael Gallup goes. So we are eyeing tight end. Let's just make sure that. Okay, so week 6 bye week. We are eyeing tight end or wide receiver here. We can afford 1 to 2 more running backs, but I'd rather wait because there's one I really want to draft. We'll go Dalton Schultz. We need a little bit more exposure to Dalton Schultz. And it sucks because I believe CJ Stroud and Dak Prescott share the same bye week, so we don't want to make a bye week boo-boo there. But before we took Schultz, we said Romeo Dobbs, then Michael Gallup, then Tank Bigsby. I really want to start getting exposure to Dearness Johnson. I feel like he didn't go to Jacksonville for no reason. I feel like Tank Bigsby, yes, he's supposed to be like a bruising running back, but physically, he's not a big guy. In college, he was able to get away with it because it's college. In the NFL, I'd like Dearness Johnson in that position more than I like Tank Bigsby. It's Amigo says, how do I join the giveaway? You type Disco Drafts 1 in the chat that you just asked this question in, and you're entered. Anybody can do it, man. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your nanny, as long as you subscribe to the channel. And it's Amigo, I believe you subscribed yesterday, so thank you for that. As long as you're subscribed to the channel, whenever we go live, you say Disco Drafts 1, and you increase your odds every time you do that to enter the giveaway. Our goal is to hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. The moment we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube, we are going to give away 3 drafters ticket to the Drafters 2 Million. Guaranteed. 100% we'll give away 3 that night. Somebody who's in our chat and somebody who's also drafting with us, Snowman, won the first drafters giveaway. I'm curious to see your team with that draft. Oh. Trying to get one of my good old friends to come here. He just messaged me. I just want to see him. I just want to see him in here. All right. Catching up on the chat, then the draft. So I'll catch up on the draft first. So after we take Dalton Schultz, Kendre Miller, a rookie I'm very high on, goes off the board. Then Tyler Higbee, then Roshan Johnson, another rookie running back I'm really high on, goes off the board. Then DJ Chark, Darnell Mooney, Greg Dulcich, somebody who I really like, goes off the board. Just looking at wide receiver value here. Jonathan Mingo. Can't get enough of Jonathan Mingo. I really like that pick. So after Greg Dulcich to start the 13th round, Isaiah Hodgins goes, then Irv Smith, somebody who I have zero exposure to and will continue to have zero exposure to him. I just been burnt by him way too many times. Then Cole Kmet, gone off the board. Then Shaheed taken, somebody who I also have zero exposure to. Then Matthew Stafford, somebody who I also don't want too much exposure to. Maybe like 2% if I get Cooper Kupp in the first. Then Adam Thielen goes off the board, somebody who I'm fading heavily. We take Jonathan Mingo, then Jared Goff, then Jaden Reed, who is our most drafted wide receiver. Officially, our most drafted player now is Jelani Woods at 16 drafts. So 16 out of 38 so far, we've taken Jelani Woods, this being our 39th $3 mini. All right, let's catch up with the chat. It's Amigo says Disco Drafts 1. Thank you for entering our giveaway. You're welcome for entering our giveaway. And then Brandon Dorsey also enters another chance to the giveaway the moment we hit 100 subscribers. Liam, are you still in here? Liv, are you in here? Can somebody tell me how many subscribers we're at? Last time I checked, we were at like 73, 74. So yeah, I would love to know if I could give away the 3 tickets tonight and we hit that 100 subscribers, I'll be a very happy man. I will gladly give that away. All right, so after Jaden Reed, Devin Singletary goes off the board, then Van Jefferson, then Alec Pierce, then Donovan Peoples-Jones gets taken off, then Derek Carr. So we have started round 14. Jonesy, Juan Kenobi, and Kobe and the Cattle Dogs both say 77. This is good. 23 subscribers away, guys. As I said, tell your auntie, tell your mama, tell your neighbor, tell your friend, tell your pal, tell your girlfriend, tell your dog. My dogs are here. Look. See this beautiful little face? That's my firstborn. It's my black lab, Kobe, aka Black Mamba. We got him before Kobe passed away. The the basketball player. It's my firstborn. It's my miracle child. He's a good boy. All right, we do need another quarterback. I see one I really like right now, so we're going to take him, and we'll be fine at quarterback. We're going to go with Kenny Pickett. Before we took Kenny Pickett, Donovan Peoples-Jones started off the 14th round, then Derek Carr, then Hunter Renfrow, then Jordan Love, then Sam Laporta. I'm a Laporta supporter. We take Kenny Pickett, and we're all caught up. 77, that's awesome. Oh. Where do you guys think Dalvin Cook is going to end up? I really want to know. And then I also want to know, who do you think is now Alexander Madison's handcuff? Who is his handcuff? If you answer correctly, I might just give you, well, I mean, we won't know, but if you answer correctly, I will keep a mental note and give you a free ticket as well. So after we take Kenny Pickett, Raheem Mostert taken off the board, Jalen Hyatt gone, Donta Foreman gone, Chuba Hubbard gone. I don't know how I'm going to give you a ticket if the drafts are over and we find out who the handcuff is. For next year, maybe? Maybe I give you a free DFS ticket during our DFS breakdown. There you go. Marvin Mims gone off the board. Curtis Samuel, the last pick of the 14th round. Now we're starting off the 15th round. And Tajay Spears is gone. So I'm just looking at our build right now. We have 3 quarterbacks, so we're good there. We have 2 tight ends, 2 very solid tight ends. So we might not need another tight end, even though it would be ideal to get one. We got 5 wide receivers. 4 of them are studs. One of them is a rookie who is in a very promising position. We got 4 really good running backs. So we're doing good so far. We might go 3 quarterbacks, 3 tight ends, 5 running backs. Trying to do the math right now. It's not working. And then 9 wide receivers. Quick maths. So after Tajay Spears goes off the board to start off round 15, Tyler Algier goes, who is a great handcuff to Bijan Robinson. Bryce Young gone. Then Marquez Valdez-Scantling taken off the board, who is a very good spike week performer. Then Wan'Dale Robinson, then Jawan Johnson, and we're all caught up. And we're up. All right, we're going to reach past ADP just to get a wide receiver that we like here. And actually, we're going to get somebody who we have 0 exposure to, Tyquan Thornton. I have very little faith in our New England Patriots offense, simply because Mac Jones is a horrible quarterback. But Bill O'Brien's a great offensive coordinator, and Mac Jones and Bill O'Brien won a college championship together. So if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be Bill, right? And if Bill O'Brien can't do it with Mac Jones, then we better cut the dude because he's useless. Oh, what up, Pesh? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you in here. Nice. So after we take Tyquan Thornton, quite possibly the best, I want you guys to remember this name, the best handcuff in football, Jerome Ford, goes off the board. Keep that name in mind. If you need a handcuff late, this is what, round 15? He is the best handcuff in football. Kareem Hunt, gone from Cleveland. Dearness Johnson is now in Jacksonville. He is a great prospect, phenomenal upside, high ceiling. If anything happens to Mr. Steady Eddie, Nick Chubb, Mr. Ford's going to step in and he's going to ball out. So after Jerome Ford goes, Gerald Everett goes off the board. I finally got a share of Gerald Everett earlier today when I drafted off stream. I drafted off stream relatively early, the moment the Dalvin Cook news broke, because I wanted to see where Dalvin Cook was going based off of ADP. I wanted to see where Madison was going based off of ADP. And then after Everett, Kyler Murray goes, then Ezekiel Elliott, then Sam Howell. It's interesting to see Sam Howell go this early, simply because, 1, Trey Lance is still available. 2, Cam Ritter is still available. And 3, all signs are pointing to Jacoby Brissett beating him out for the quarterback position. Snowman089 says, don't think the Patriots offense will be insane, but it should be much better. God, I hope so. God, I hope so. John Mechie goes off the board. Somebody who we were eyeing. So I believe we started round 16. Yep, round 16. So Dawson Knox starts off round 16, then John Mechie, then Robert Woods. Kyle Massey says Disco Drafts One. What up, Kyle? Are you in this draft with us, Kyle? Have you signed up for Drafters Fantasy Sports? If not, sign up today using code Disco Drafts One. Get up to $100 matched with your initial deposit. It's literally the only promo code that matches your initial deposit dollar for dollar. All the other ones is 50%. So we got a very special friendship and tight deal with the wonderful folks at Drafters. Shoot. I may be stumped here. I'm not stumped. We're going to reach past ADP and we're going to take Chase Claypool because we really like the value here. He is going to start jumping up in draft boards. And like, I know round 16 doesn't really seem like a reach, but sometimes he goes like round 18, not round 19. But we're going to start seeing him like closer to August. Mark my words, start going round 10, round 9. Everybody's going to realize he's the true wide receiver 2 there, and Justin Fields is going to have a tremendous season. Yeah. Kyle, do you currently have a Drafters? Are you currently signed up on Drafters? Just want to know, buddy. So after we said Robert Woods, Darius Slayton gets taken off the board, then Chase Brown, then we took Chase Claypool, then Tyler Conklin, then Kenneth Gainwell, then Leonard Fournette. Yes, Leonard Fournette is currently a free agent, but Leonard Fournette is going to sign somewhere, and he's going to sign somewhere eventually, and he's going to steal some touches in the red zone and be a touchdown vulture. And he's still available in round 16. So that's great value. That's why it pays to sign up now and get these tremendous steals at ADP. Like we were saying, Dalvin Cook, he was being faded to like the 8th, late 8th, maybe even early 9th round. Alexander Madison, you were getting him in the 9th round. We said, draft these guys now. Draft them early, draft them often. Get as much of these guys that you possibly can because Dalvin Cook's going to get released. And when he gets released, he's going to sign somewhere, which we think is going to be Miami. And once he signs somewhere, he's going to go up to maybe like a 5th round ADP. We are already seeing Alexander Madison go up to a 5th round ADP. So we're telling you now, get in your drafts now. If you want to win the big prize, if you want to win the big pool, historically on Underdog, in Drafters Fantasy Sports, in all of these big tournaments, DraftKings, you name it, FanDuel, the people who won the tournaments drafted in May and June because ADP is broken. And the only way you can take advantage of a broken ADP is by, 1, following us and subscribing to our channel. 2, sorry, I'm just making my pick. We're going to go with Joshua Palmer here. All right, I think, oh, no, we need one more wide receiver. We need one more running back, one more tight end. We're going to try something here. But yeah, that's why you need to sign up now. That's why you need to draft now. That's why guys like Snowman have almost 80 drafts. That's why we are almost at 40 drafts. Because ADP is broken. And once news breaks, you're going to see everything change, right? So what we are and what this channel does is we keep a pulse on fantasy football for you guys. And we'll tell you guys how things change and how it affects it on the daily. Like you already saw that Alexander Madison, who was yesterday being drafted in like the late 8th, late 9th, now just went in the 5th round. Dalvin Cook, somebody who was a 9th round pick, now going in the 7th round. And once he signs somewhere, he's going to start going 4th or 5th. We're calling our shots. We're hitting our shots. We did it last year. We did it the year before, and we're definitely doing it again. So sign up now. Get in here. Use code DiscoDrafts1. You won't regret it. So after we take Joshua Palmer, Brock Purdy goes off the board, Tim Patrick, Mike Gesicki, Michael Mayer, Trey Lance, Trey McBride, then Clyde Edwards-Helaire, which is a great value. All right. We got another chat. Kyle says, K Massey is my drafters account. I was in the draft yesterday, but too late today. Hey man, I'm gonna try to either, because we're getting to the point where I start either tweeting or posting something like we're going or we're queued up, and then the draft fills up automatically, which is like such a blessing. It really is such a blessing that like we're starting to build that kind of community and that kind of bond with you beautiful folks. But I want you guys to get in here. So maybe we get you guys in our, we'll go Israel Abinaconda here. Maybe we'll get you guys in our Discord, and that way when I announce it in our Big Drafters Energy Discord, we can all queue up together at the same time and start drafting together some more. Because like even my best friend, my partner here at Big Drafters Energy, Big Elmac, he was the first person I told, and we were at 4, and then it just filled up. And like it's a very humble brag. It's such a blessing because I remember like sitting here trying to fill and kill time for like 30 minutes, 40 minutes. And now I just send out a tweet and we fill up drafts. It's pretty dope. I will. Okay, so there goes the first handcuff that I was thinking about on the Minnesota Vikings, Ty Chandler. But that's not the guy I wanted to draft here. Was that Jonesy that picked him up? No, that was Pettima. So after Ty Chandler's taken off the board, Jelani Woods goes, then CJ Stroud. All right, so historically, Eric Bieniemy is a great offensive coordinator to have if you're a tight end. So we're going to go ahead and queue up a tight end that we want. I just want to look at our bye weeks again. Okay. Hopefully nobody snipes him from us, but he is in our queue now. And then after this, we will do a draft recap. So after we take Israel Abinaconda, Michael Carter goes, Ty Chandler gone, Jelani Woods, CJ Stroud, Tank Dell, Cordero Patterson, who should be going higher, but he's going to continue to drop and sometimes even go undrafted. And that's good for us. Then Pierre Strong is gone. It's shocking to see Pierre Strong go before James Robinson. Then Devontae Parker taken off the board. Our friend, It's Amigo, is on the board. Times are running, It's Amigo. Make your decision. He's probably looking back like, oh, who am I sniping? Jonesy, don't snipe me, bud. Don't do it. Jonesy. So, yeah, I'm enjoying myself. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate having you guys here. And, the moment August hits, it's going to be tough to get into a $3 mini in general because it's probably going to be sold out. Nobody's thinking about fantasy drafts except for us Sharks. And I'm glad that you guys are here with me. Then Mac Hollins goes to Jonesy Wan Kenobi. That's a great value. I want to see if Jonesy... He didn't get Ritter. Is Ritter still available? Ritter is still available. I hope you get him, Jonesy. I do. So after Mac Hollins is taken off the board, Jake Ferguson's gone. Then Cedric Tillman, and we're on the clock. All right. We just drafted Dwayne McBride. Player profile stands out. Very, very productive at the college level. I believe this man, Mr. No Face, is going to be the handcuff to Alexander Madison. So I'm going to reach and get him. He's probably going to go undrafted, but I will get him in the 19th round just to make sure I get him. This guy's somebody who Justin Ross, I want to start getting more exposure to him. Very, very talented wide receiver, and he's finally healthy. Jonesy Wan Kenobi says, Amigo just sniped Marvin Jones from me, LOL. Sometimes it be your own blood, your own friends. Jonesy Wan Kenobi also says, I'm only going 2 quarterback, 2 tight end this draft with Mahomes and Kelsey. No need, in my opinion. Fair enough. And then It's Amigo says, OPE, OP. So after we go, McBride, Justin Ross goes, Hunter Henry gone, Noah Fant gone. You guys remember Albert O? The amount of quote unquote draft pros that said draft Albert O last year. That was terrible. Well, the entire time I was saying draft Greg Dulcich. They want him to be the guy. Everybody's like, oh, Albert O, Albert O. It makes sense. He's a big guy. He didn't even get in running situations. All right, that's a great handcuff right there. Another really good handcuff and could potentially even start if Saquon chooses to sit. Eric Gray from the New York Giants. Great pick there. So, yeah, let me know if you guys want me to review your draft and go over your draft, or should I just do my team? So after Gray goes, this is another guy who I have zero exposure to, Michael Wilson from the Arizona Cardinals. Don't care to draft him. So if Ritter falls to us, never mind. Problem solved. Snowman took him. Sometimes it works. All right. So as I said earlier, Eric Bieniemy, wherever he goes and wherever he coaches, he's a very beneficial addition to the tight end position in particular. So Logan Thomas is the starting tight end in Washington, and Eric Bieniemy is now the offensive coordinator there. So that's why we're going to try him out. That's our first exposure to him. So our friend It's Amigo says, would love for you to rate my team. Absolutely. We'll start with you. At the quarterback position, It's Amigo gets Justin Fields, Bryce Young, CJ Stroud. So you do have a bye week conflict here, but Justin Fields should do well. I wonder who they have week 7 in Chicago. Then CMC at the run to start off the running back position, Ramondre Stevenson, Samaje Perine, Khalil Herbert, Chuba Hubbard, and Gus Edwards. 2 really good handcuffs. Samaje Perine, in my opinion, is a starter. I like your running backs a lot. Chris Olave, Chris Godwin, Jahan Johnson, Juju Smith-Schuster, Rasheed Rice, DJ Chark, Josh Downs, Marvin Jones, Kyle Pitts, Cole Kmet. So with Kyle Pitts coming off an injury, I would recommend, if you do go Kyle Pitts, to consider going with 3 tight ends. But all in all, I give your draft a B+. Yes, I will. Okay. Well, Dorsey just jumped in the chat. Let me know how I did. Yeah. So Amigo, you get a B+. Right now we're going over Dorsey's lineup. So at the quarterback position, he goes Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, Najee Harris to start off the running backs, which is a great value. Miles Sanders, Dalvin Cook, Rashad White, Alvin Kamara, Ezekiel Elliott, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Travion Williams. You went with 8 running backs. Okay. I feel like with who you drafted, you would have been fine at even 6. So at the wide receiver position, A.J. Brown, CeeDee Lamb, DeAndre Hopkins, Jameson Williams, Romeo Doubs, Van Jefferson, John Mechie, Michael Wilson. So your first 3 names, very strong. Your 4th and your 5th name have a couple of asterisks next to them. And then Van Jefferson, like, he's due for some spike weeks. John Mechie, we don't know what he's going to be. At the tight end position, you go Chigoziem Okonkwo and Michael Mayer. I give that a B. In your position, I would definitely try to keep in mind either going a little bit deeper with your tight end position or investing a little bit higher in the wide receiver position in the mid portion of the rounds. Try to have 4 elite wide receivers, because we know running back value is going to fall to us, and it's going to fall early and often. So Snowman089 says, was able to snag some real good values this draft. Do you want me to go over your team? I'll go over your team. Since you're part of the Disco Balls, I'll go over your team. This is draft number 780 right now for Snowman. Kidding, it's his 79th draft. So he got Josh Allen at quarterback, Jordan Love, Desmond Ridder, Bijan Robinson to start off the running back room, Damian Harris, Brian Robinson, Jerick McKinnon, Tank Bixby, Kareem Hunt. For his wide receiver position, Garrett Wilson, Keenan Allen, I hate the pick, but I understand it. Brandon Ayuk, Marquise Brown, Quentin Johnston, Jaden Reed, Darius Slayton, Tim Patrick, Darren Waller, Gerald Everett, Hunter Henry. So he went 3 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 8 wide receivers, 3 tight ends. Very traditional build, very safe build. Some real superstar power. A-, really good. Dorsey Brandon says, thank you, sir. You're very welcome. Thank you for allowing me to talk about your team, and thank you for being part of the community. My community, you guys, I'm calling you guys the Disco Balls. All right, so let's go over, the cream of the crop, my draft. So you'll notice that Snowman and I have exactly similar roster construction builds. We went 3 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 8 wide receivers, 3 tight ends. Our quarterback position, we went quarterback late, but we have good value here. One of them is due for a spike week. So we went Dak Prescott, Russell Wilson, Kenny Pickett. They all have potentially rushing upside, but they also have good offensive coaches. Matt Canada, not so much, but whatever. At the running back position, I think we are doing really good, especially the first 4 names. J.K. Dobbins, Dameon Pierce, Cam Akers, Isaiah Pacheco as our first 4. They're all RB1s. They all don't have a lot of concerns in terms of health. 2 of them are on contract years. So it's really, really good to see that we're getting that contract correlation. Israel Abinaconda, in my opinion, is favorited to start if Breece Hall were to miss time. Now, if Dalvin Cook goes there, that ends that, and I have way too much Israel Abinaconda. But at the value we're getting him, I'm okay with it. And then we got Dwayne McBride, who, in my opinion, is now the new handcuff, the new RB2 up in Minnesota. At the wide receiver position, we got Stephon Diggs, Devontae Smith, Deebo Samuel, DJ Moore, Jonathan Mingo, Tyquan Thornton, Chase Claypool, Joshua Palmer. At the tight end position, we went Pat Freiermuth, Dalton Schultz, and we tried something new with Logan Thomas because we believe Eric Bieniemy loves the tight end position, and Logan Thomas is the starting tight end in Washington, and Eric Bieniemy is coaching there. What would you guys grade my draft there? I'd grade it I'd just give it a B, a flat B. I do like the wide receiver value we have, but the draft we had yesterday was absolutely phenomenal. That's like the only A+ grade I've given myself. That lineup yesterday, and you can find it. Yeah, my dog agrees. You can find it in the thumbnail or just whatever. I believe the guy on the thumbnail was Jamar Chase. We had a great draft. We went Bijan Robinson in the first. We went Jonathan Taylor in the second, and we still got 4 phenomenal wide receivers back to back to back. Nevertheless, guys, I am so grateful for your support and for you guys, not only showing up in the chat, but showing up, as a subscriber, showing up in the drafts, helping me build this community. I am nothing without you guys. I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, you guys mean a lot to me, and I'll never forget where we started and who started with me. And as far as this goes, I promise I'm going to take you all with me. So thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for supporting me. I can't wait to meet you guys in person when we do a function. I can't wait until one of my Disco Balls win, the grand prizes if I don't. And yeah, man, thank you guys. I genuinely appreciate the support. I can't express it enough. We'll be back tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time, for a special Friendship Friday draft. Who knows? We might even do the $20 one, possibly. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It really helps our channel grow. The moment we get to 100 subscribers, we're giving away 3 Drafters 2 million tickets. That's $20 value. First place gets $300,000. And there's over $2 million in winnings. Thank you guys for tuning in. God bless you all. Stay safe. See you tomorrow. Peace.